the other day, I don't know why, but I just felt like I haven't bought like an actual make money online course in so long. So what I did is I just went online and I'm like, what's the most expensive course? So I came across this guy right here. His name is Chris Haddad. So I saw that this guy, apparently, as they say, he's driven over $700 million in online sales using only VSLs and sales letters. Now, I saw that and I'm like, this is not real, bro. 700 freaking million? That's a lot of money, bro. Like, even if this was just in revenue, it's still a huge amount. So basically, I did more research about this guy. And like I saw a lot of his like VSLs, like video sales letters, and like just the marketing that he does. And I'm just like, okay, I think I'm kind of believing it now. So what I did basically is I just went ahead, and this is his course. It's called the Pig Method. $6,000, bro. I just went ahead and got it. Now, what the course does is basically it teaches you like copywriting, but like in a whole other level. Like I've learned copywriting, but not in the way that he actually taught it. Because remember, this guy literally made like $700 million in revenue. Like that's actually insane. So the way that he teaches it is basically set up like a video sales letter and then get traffic to this video sales letter and like you'll just end up making money. Like that's the whole method. Now obviously the entire course is just teaching you how to make the video sales letter. So I was doing more research, right? So I went on ClickBank and I saw these guys right here. So these are apparently like a new vendors on ClickBank, and I noticed like everybody on ClickBank actually uses the same method, which is basically making like a video sales letter. Doesn't matter how long it is. Like some of these like are literally 30 minutes, but it's basically gonna be looking like this. Like there's like a headline and then like a 30-minute video, and this whole video, the whole purpose of it is just to convince you to buy the product. Now the product can be literally anything, bro. But then I was looking at these guys and I was like, hold on a minute, man. These guys right now in August, they basically got 1.5 million visitors on their website. Now, Habibi, usually in my experience, the amount of visitors you get on the website, usually you get like a 1-to-1 ratio between visitors and revenue. So these guys, like minimum, they're making 1.5 million so far in 1 month, which is in August. They've probably made more in this month, which is September, using only a video sales letter. Like, that's actually insane. And then I'm like, hold on. Like, Hamza, the YouTuber, is also doing the same thing. He's got like a headline, and then this is basically his video sales letter, and he is basically like selling people on his new school or whatever it is. And then apparently Iman Ghazi is actually doing the same exact thing, selling people on like this high ticket sales course. I don't even know what this course is. But bro, like all these people are using like the same exact method. Make a video sales letter, get traffic to this video sales letter, and then millions are gonna come. So I'm not gonna teach you the whole course in this video. I'll just basically be teaching a part of it. But the reason why I bought this course is just because I wanted to create like a Discord for my own subscribers actually, where I would actually be sharing everything that I know, like everything that I can't really share on YouTube, just literally share everything I know in that Discord, and even like go deeper on the make money methods that I'm teaching you on YouTube. But I was just like, okay, in order for me to actually sell that properly, like I need to be good at making like a video sales letter. So that's why I bought this course. I don't like doing things like half-ass. I want to literally be the best at what I do, bro. But anyway, so inshallah, Discord is coming soon. But I'm gonna teach you some of the things that I just basically learned within this course, just because like if you're doing copywriting or if you're in this online make money world, like you need to know this stuff. It doesn't matter what you're doing, by the way. Like if you're doing dropshipping, affiliate marketing, even like social media agencies, like if you just inject a video sales letter in your website, it's gonna start doing a lot better. And by the way, this is something I shouldn't be sharing, but I'm working with a few companies right now that basically sell courses, and I'm helping them with a video sales letter. I can't show the revenue just because it's not really my business. I'm just like a part of it, like just 10% of it. But this thing actually works. Like bro, if you just master this, like making money online is gonna be super easy. So anyway, we're gonna start off with like the first step in doing this whole thing. I'm not gonna go over every single step, but like just some of them, so at least you get like a taste. So the very first step in doing this whole thing and making like your video sales letter, basically pick a specific person. Now look, I usually say this, right? But right now, this is not coming from my own mouth. This is literally coming from the mouth of the guy who's made like 700 freaking million, bro. That's a lot of money still. And he's selling a $6,000 course. But anyway, so he says pick a specific person and focus only on one person. Like bro, even if you think that your product, everybody can use it, don't worry about that. Just focus on one specific person. And then once you focus on that specific person, basically develop empathy. Now this point right here, honestly, bro, I think this point right here is like worth the money that I paid. I'm not trying to convince myself that it was a lot of money, by the way. But no, like literally developing empathy, like that's how I actually feel like I've grown my YouTube channel to 250 subscribers right now. Just because in like whatever video I'm making right now, I'm actually like, I'm making every single video beneficial to the point that if like my little person, like little Mohammed saw it, he'd be like, dang man, this information is freaking valuable. So what I'm trying to say is it's easy for me to develop empathy for my little self, and as a result, that's why my YouTube channel has been growing a lot. But then this is the thing too, like without empathy, you can't really connect to who you're selling to. But then with empathy, Like, you're able to get inside their head. You can know everything that they're thinking of. You know everything they're scared of and everything they want. And that's super valuable. Like, just imagine if you just had access to like people's heads. You can convince them to do anything. And by the way, just a disclaimer. This course, when you go through it, bro, you learn a lot of persuasion things. So it might feel like you have like a power in your hand where you can use it to the bad. But bro, like a knife, you can use it to the bad or you can use it to the good. You can cut things with it like food, or you can cut things with it like people. One thing is good, one thing is bad. So when you're learning all these things, yeah, you can use it for the bad, but bro, like use it for the good. But anyway, so once you find your specific person, basically find out exactly what they want, like exactly. So basically, like just think about it. Like, do they want money? Do they want to be healthy? Do they want love? And by the way, like when we're saying this, yeah, you'll find people who want love and also want money. That's like all humans right now. But we're trying to focus on like a specific person. So even if that person wants both like love, being healthy, and money, focus on just one thing. So once you find that out, then just find the real reason why they want that. So what I mean by that is that they don't really want the money. They want to be able to go for a girl's hand in marriage and just be like, listen, I have $1 million. Give me your daughter. They want to be able to take a girl on a date to an expensive restaurant and just like pay the bill without even looking at it. They want to show their high school friends their new car that they bought in cash. Bro, like they don't want a healthy body. They want to still be able to have stamina when they're playing with their grandchildren. And bro, she doesn't want a beautiful body. She just wants to make her husband like as hard as he was on the first night. Again, like when you're looking at these, like some people, yes, they're gonna have like, you could say haram desires, but we're talking about humans here. Every human has like some haram desire. So the point is that you actually find that desire. Some of them might be haram, some of them might be halal, but it's just like the point is just to know them, to know what that desire actually is. And so this is why right here I say, like, if you don't know what they actually want, just think of the 7 deadly sins. Because most of the time, again, like you don't want the money, you don't want the health, you don't want like the love, you just want something deeper than that. And most of the time, that thing that you actually want, you don't even share it with your parents or like with your spouse. It's just within you. So if someone actually finds that out, the thing that you actually really want, like they're gonna have like so much control over you, and that's what we're working with here. Like literally find that thing. So with the 7 deadly sins, like it could be lust, it could be pride, gluttony. So for gluttony, by the way, it's not just about food. It's just about like wanting more and more and more. Also about sloth. Like that's why those videos where it says like you can make money by doing literally nothing, those videos do good, just because people are like, I love to do nothing, and that's one of the 7 deadly sins. Or like for example, greed or envy or anger. By the way, you could use anger. Like if someone just lost their job, like they're angry. And if they're angry in that state, they can be sold anything to. But anyway, so find out exactly what frustrates them about what they want. So for example, if they want money, if they've gotten ripped off in the past, or they've tried a lot of things and nothing really worked, or they just believe that like they're too lazy to do anything, find that out. Again, this is all like data that you need to put in your brain. Before you do anything, you gotta do this stuff. But anyway, so like find out exactly what scares them about this problem. Like what would happen if whatever you want doesn't actually happen? You gotta find all this stuff out. So how do you do all that? Bro, it's easy. Basically research the competition. So what Chris Haddad actually says is that I don't believe in competition because I believe if you're my competitor, you're basically my partner because you've done all the research. So all I gotta do is just see what you're doing, and that just does all the research for me, which is very smart, by the way. So in whatever niche you are, like go on ClickBank, see what all the products are basically saying. Or if you're doing dropshipping, go and find out exactly what other people, other dropshippers are saying. Or for example, like just go on like Amazon and just read like all the reviews and read exactly what the product listing is basically saying. So that's one way to find all the stuff. But another way is just fish where they fish. What that means, for example, like if you picked a person that is like a young person and they're always spending time on TikTok, then go on TikTok. Go on TikTok and see exactly what they're looking at. Basically, like the whole point here is just like you want to be that person for a little bit. Like just be in their shoes. Another way is to actually just go and talk to them. Like for example, if like your dad or your mom or one of your friends, like they're in that market, just go and talk to them, bro. Because again, like remember, we're selling to people and like there's no person who's actually very special. There's no person who's like super unique. Like your mama tells you that you're unique. You're not unique, bro. The same problems you have, like billions other have the same problem. But anyway, so the fourth way is just basically like if you're the person, I recommend, this isn't in the course, but I recommend just to meditate. Like literally just sit down and see all the thoughts that are coming to your brain. And that tells you a lot about who you think you are, or like what your brain is actually like going through. But anyway, the last one is just to have empathy. So what that means is just like sit down and just pretend like you're in their shoes. So what will you think about? What will you fear? What will you do? How does your day actually look like if you're that person? Again, remember, like this stuff is actually super important. Like super important. But anyway, so put them all together and then just get a picture of the person and name them. Now, remember I told you I was going to do like a Discord for my own subscribers and basically like share everything I know in that Discord. So I went through this step. I went through everything right here. And so this is exactly who my person is, because you want to basically take a picture, and this picture is like the person that you're marketing to. And it's actually good to see it, just because when you see it, like you know exactly who you're talking to. So this right here is who I'm actually talking to. This little chode right here. Bro, you see how skinny my arms were back in the day? Yeah, so I'm just basically selling to little Mohammed. Again, it's actually very beneficial to have a picture, because you're talking to these people. You're writing to them. You're marketing to them. And if you don't have a picture of who your person is, just go on Google. If your person is like a 40-year-old female, just find a 40-year-old female. It's not that hard, bro. But anyway, so the actual first step in the entire marketing is basically the promise. So the first one is the promise. So Chris Haddad says that marketing is the art of making a promise and keeping it. Now look, follow with me here, okay? If you've watched till like this part of the video, keep watching, because if you stop right now and you leave, like you'll think I'm like teaching some stupid stuff right here, but just keep watching. So anyway, step one is basically make the biggest promise in existence. So look, now you have like your actual person, right? My person is this little chode right here. Now you want to do is basically make like a promise, but the promise right now is going to be like the biggest thing you can ever say. Now just pretend like you're basically a genie. You can do anything just by tapping your fingers, tap them and the things are going to happen. So make a huge promise. So for example, if it's like a Muslim guy who wants to make money, well, okay, you can basically say, you'll make $1 billion working minus 5 minutes a day, and at the same time your money is halal, and your family will be super happy, and you'll get to like Jannah al-Firdaus, like the highest Jannah. That's what I mean. Like the biggest promise you can make, just make it. And by the way, bear with me, okay? Just bear with me. So another example here. So if it's a woman who had her third baby and now she gained a lot of weight, well, now you can say, you lose 200 pounds and have a body better than Kylie. I've never seen her body. I'm just, while eating pizza 6 times a day and working out minus 30 minutes per year. That's a huge promise, man. If it's a recently divorced 40-year-old man, you can be like, you'll be a handsome man looking like you're 32 again and have 8 21-year-old girls from Russia sitting in your $20 million mansion. Again, we're going over the top, but that's the whole point. And if it's little Mohammed right here, like this little chode right here, so you can say, you'll have 5 cash flow skills to the point that even if your bank account goes down to 0, you just apply the skills you got and you will be back to 6 figures in the bank in a month. Your health will be top notch to the point where you don't even know what a hospital is. And you will be so spiritually charged to the point where you can just point your finger anywhere and things will just manifest. So that's kind of like the whole point of the Discord I'm trying to make. But anyway, so this was step number 1, basically trying to make a promise, but like the promise is supposed to be like the biggest promise you can ever say. Now again, we're not saying we're gonna like actually say this, but this is just so you can get like the raw data, and then what's gonna happen is we'll put everything in the blender and you will just see like a video sales letter is gonna come out of it. Anyway, so the step number 2 is develop a mechanism. Now a mechanism is how you do the thing. So for example, if we're talking about the Muslim guy here, well, you can say you'll make billions using the halal money cheat code. So now it's like we're actually giving them the how-to. Or if it's like the 3 baby mama, the one that gained some weight or something, so you can say you'll have a perfect body using the donut strategy. Or if it's like a divorced man, you can be like, you'll attract cute girls using text messages. Or if it's little Muhammad, you can be like, you'll make money using the science of spirituality. Do you see what I'm saying here? So the mechanism is just the how-to for the promise. But anyway, so step number 3 is bring it slightly back to earth. So for example, we can say, make $3,000 a month using the halal cheat code system. Or you could be like, for the women, you can be like, lose 10 pounds in 30 days using the dessert diet. Or you can be like, attract 21-year-old females using the 6-word text. I've seen this somewhere, by the way. That's why I put it. Or for little Muhammad, you can be like, make $3,000 to $5,000 a month using the quantum money system for the Discord. But anyway, the whole point, bro, is that do not lie about the product. So the whole point is like, you want to make a big promise just so you can like visualize what they actually want. And then when you introduce the mechanism, now you can bring down the promise slightly to the point where it's actually like back to earth. And by the way, so far we haven't really made the video sales letter, because before you make the video sales letter, like you gotta have like all these raw ingredients. So this is what we're doing right now. Anyway, so now you have the promise and you have the mechanism. Well, now we need the big idea, the proof, the story, and the outline. So that's what I'm trying to say here. First, get the promise, then get the mechanism, and then get these other 4 things and basically combine them, and you'll have your entire video sales letter. Now, I'm not gonna fully go over all these things just because this video is gonna be like hours, bro, and I'm not done making the Discord yet, so I'm just gonna basically go over the big idea for those other things and then actually making the video sales letter. If you guys want to see how you do it, just let me know. I'll make like a part 2 for this. So big idea is one of those things where it's like if you actually nail them, like wherever you go, you'll be able to actually make money. So I'll show you an example in terms of like my YouTube channel right now. So if you look right here, this is basically my YouTube channel. You could see it's like the video that got the most views is basically this one. Even though like most of my videos, like it's just literally me sitting in a room like this and just talking. But yet like the videos are still getting views somehow. But I truly think like, yeah, the thumbnails are nice, but I think it's also because of the idea. So if you look here, for example, like this one, I joined Andrew Tate's $5,000 war room for 1 year. Like the big idea behind this is like this guy like literally actually paid the money and he joined the thing that Andrew Tate promotes all the time for 1 year. Like such a thing, even if I like messed up the entire title, people would still like it just because they're like, well, Andrew Tate is trending. He's always promoting this. I want to see what's inside this like this mysterious thing. But another one, for example, is like this one, how I easily manifest $2,000 days using an Islamic law. So when people hear that, people actually told me, they're like, bro, when I saw that video, I'm just like, I've never actually heard of an Islamic law that can help you do such a thing. Like an Islamic law that can help you manifest money, that's actually crazy. So a lot of people actually watched that video and actually benefited. Or like for this one, it's like, I used to be a slave to my brain until I learned this thing. And people are just like, I want to know this thing. Like, I don't want to be a slave to my brain. Am I a slave to my mind? So what I'm trying to say is like, on YouTube, it's one of the best places to actually go and just find big ideas just based off the title. Now, this doesn't mean like the title itself is the big idea. The big idea is the meaning behind the words. And big ideas, you can find them literally anywhere. Like if I'm scrolling on TikTok, by the way, and I see like a video that's like trending, I'm like dissecting, why is this video trending? Like what's the big idea behind this? So the big idea, it's a concept that's like hard to understand, but the more examples you see, the more you're actually going to be able to understand what it actually means. And the whole purpose of the big idea is just to get the attention of the person that's watching the video. Because if you don't get their attention to actually watch the video, they won't really be able to watch it, and as a result, they just won't become your customer. So the big idea doesn't really have to be connected to whatever product you're selling. It's just something that you say, and then you get the attention of the person. And by the way, a few examples of big ideas where you can actually just read headlines. Find old ads and just basically read their headlines. So for example, like this one, it's like, when doctors feel rotten, this is what they do. Like, that's just such a nice big idea because it's like it contains everything. It just makes you want to see what they actually do. Because have you ever thought about it? Like, if a doctor gets sick, who treats that doctor? Or for example, this one. Whoever heard of a woman losing weight and enjoying 3 delicious meals at the same time? This one might not work like nowadays. Remember, like these are all old. But this one might not work nowadays just because this idea itself has been used a lot. Or like this one, how I improved my memory in 1 evening. 1 evening improved your memory? That's crazy. Or like this one, discover the fortune that lies hidden in your salary. It's like, wait, I'm already getting a salary. You're telling me there's like a fortune within the salary? That's crazy. Or like this one, why some foods explode in your stomach. It's like, what? Explodes in my stomach? Or like this one, advice to wives whose husbands don't save money. Buy a wife. Like, don't buy a wife. It's like, this is made by a wife, like written by a wife. So yeah, it's like when you read all these, like at some point these were such great big ideas, but some people actually used them a lot, so it became a bit saturated. It became a bit like dull because you've heard it so many times. But that's the whole thing. Whenever you're scrolling, Habibi, whenever you're scrolling on TikTok or Twitter, there's big ideas everywhere. Like for example, just the other day, they said that they found out like aliens in like Mexico or something. You can literally take that idea and maybe sell like a make money course, claiming that, oh, if you don't make money right now, the aliens are basically going to catch your sons or something. I don't know, just somehow connects it. But just remember, like big ideas everywhere. It's up to you to know how to connect it with whatever product you want to sell. And it's up to you to actually find out if this idea is actually a big idea. But again, you go to any copywriter, they won't actually be able to fully say what a big idea is. It's just an idea that when people hear, they're just like, what? That's literally it. But anyway, I hope this video was helpful. Habibi, if this video was helpful, let me know because I can literally do part 2 so we can like go over all the other steps. Because this course was deep, man. This course was super deep. But also let me know if you guys actually want the Discord, where I literally go deep on all the methods that I've been talking about on YouTube, and also include like a health aspect. Because bro, to be honest, like the last time I actually seen a hospital, I don't want to jinx it, but the last time I saw a hospital was like when my sister was giving birth. That was the last time I saw a hospital. Never been to it in my life. So it's like a make money course and then like a health aspect. And then last one is just like a spiritual aspect, just because I feel like for me personally, that helped me make money properly and like also easily. So if you guys want the Discord, I'll include all these 3 things in it. But just let me know if you actually want it. But yeah, man, I hope this video was helpful. If it was, just let me know.